Hey everybody, it's me, Tim Skinner. Welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to start reading The Basement 2, The Connection, a couple chapters. Today it's going to be part 1, while I'm inside my basement as well. I think that's fitting. Alright, part 1, Desire for Myself. Chapter 1. The woman walked out from the far left. Oh, where's the... Okay, sorry about that. There's an intro before that part. The Connection, the second book in the Basement series. The wearing heart in my chest got weaker every time I saw the piece of myself I longed for, staring back outside of this cage, which was strengthened by fear of being out of control. Every time anxiety dripped on my body, I got heavier and softer. My brain becomes Play-Doh, and it falls apart every time I try skipping it back together. Time was my worst enemy. It would stab me daily with sickening dullness and painful need for freedom, going deeper the longer I sat behind bars. The cage's source grew from my unique mind, but little me sitting in the clouds could never stop the self-depriving process that occurred, even after years passed. What's the point in anything if it's just this, and there's nothing new to suck me out of my spiraling loop? Where is my ability to break free and find the right balance? That intro poem sets the theme woven through. Part 1. Desire for Myself. There's a problem with a mint or a drink. I feel like I'm gonna puke. Part 1. Desire for Myself. Chapter 1. The woman walked out from the far left door wearing a long black robe. Her posture was incredible. Back straight, shoulders up, and head high. She pulled out the black chair and seated herself onto a wooden brown bench. Please be seated. Please be seated, an officer standing next to the raised platform ordered. The judge swiped her blonde bangs out from her eyes, placed reading glasses on her face, and began flipping through papers. She glanced over her lenses at us after every couple of documents she scanned. I peered past Mary's shoulder to look at Luna, and she returned my gaze with worry on her face. We were all terrified. Not just terrified by the trauma we've been through, but terrified by the looming possibility of spending a lifetime behind bars. It didn't even matter that we were innocent and went through shit no one ever should. It just mattered that there was an act of murder, and we were all suspects. Too much freaking coffee. The judge smacked. Why did I get that taste? Sorry. The judge smacked her pile of papers into one neat stack before placing them down on the desk. To the left of me, I could just barely hear Oliver's foot tapping on the hardwood floor. The judge shifted her attention at us while resting her hands on top of each other. I've had a very hard time wrapping my head around this case. The alleged victim mutating people with a green chemical. Green slime which mutates organisms into a different being. All events that are rarely ever possible. And yet, the evidence is laid out right here in front of me, she said while holding up a picture of my mutated father. His facial features looked demented and out of place. His skin was dark green with other substances seeping out. He didn't even look human. And he wasn't anymore. Sarah claimed she thought her dad was deceased for months until Mary's boyfriend, Larry, kidnapped you three. She said while creating a circle containing Luna, Oliver, and me with her fingers. Now I'm gonna start burping. Sorry. Come on, focus. And revealed Sarah's father, the judge continued. I cringed at the memories that flashed through my mind. I was temporarily brought back to that place and felt the fear of it all. Larry mutated Charles, who has since disappeared, all before the defendant slit the alleged victim's throat with a pocket knife. Do I have this correct? My mother chipped in. Yes, Your Honor. Me and I'm just doing a video. Me and my daughter's house is still actively filled with the green slime that my boyfriend created. The same slime that was injected into Charles and my ex-husband. And according to all of your statements, this substance is considered to be extremely dangerous. Yes, Your Honor, please understand. I just want my dad back, I said. Your father is currently located in a laboratory where he will remain until further notice, as the substance injected into him is a danger to anyone in contact. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I nodded my head and gazed down at the floor. The judge looked at me with a hint of compassion in her dark green eyes, nodded her head slowly, and said, "Police officers found Larry's dead body outside. Everyone needs to understand the importance of a purposeful killing. Nothing is taken lightly. If any of your word choices came out invalid, what is wrong with me? Come out invalid. You could spend a lifetime in prison." A charge of adrenaline rushed through my body the moment those words clicked in. "However, I do believe the defendant acted in self-defense," she said. Mary exhaled. "Now, I would like to call a few witnesses to the stand. Luna first, please." "Don't say anything stupid," I mouthed to her sternly as she walked up and sat next to the judge. The officer moved a couple feet closer to her. It must have been his job to sniff out who's an aggressive person or not, and he was right on the money. The judge turned so she could fully face her. "After being held hostage in the basement, you stabbed the alleged victim in the stomach. Even after puncturing his kidney, he still chased you out, and was about to inject you with the green chemical before the defendant stepped in. Is everything accurate so far?" "I wouldn't write it in that damn thing if it wasn't accurate, now would I?" Luna asked in a harsh, annoyed tone. "Order! I'm just trying to get my bearings on the case. There's no reason to be hostile. I know what the word means, I don't know how to say it." "Oh, this is so boring," she said while putting her head in her hand. I watched the officer give Luna a prepared-to-take-action look. "Is everything accurate? That's either a yes or a no." Luna lifted her face up fast and barked, "Yes!" "Perfect. Now you may step down." As she walked away, the judge shook her head in disbelief. My my best friend and I were sitting. This is like a different scene. My best friend and I were sitting outside on our porch when this firefighter began playing tag with two other people," said the first old lady. "Firefighter? Tag?" the judge questioned, with her arms crossed and a puzzled expression on her face. "Oh yeah, we were sitting out there for a good couple hours shooting the crap. You won't believe the weird things that go on in this town," the second lady said. "Okay, and what provoked you to call the police?" "That firefighter started chasing his workers with the hose. I guess he thought as though they were on fire. They were caught on fire, so we thought we could call in and have people come to correct his mistake. Me, Oliver, Luna, it's not right, proper. Me, Oliver, Luna, and Mary were standing again, waiting eagerly to hear the judge's decision. This was the moment that we've all been both dreaming and dreading. Nerves began building up in my stomach again as I watched the judge do her usual look-through on her papers. I stared intensely at her face, noticing miniature expressions. Her Hi. Her eyelids moving slightly upward, and her eyebrows crossing in a contemplating way. I gripped my hands into fists as my nerves became an essence in the air. The judge slightly shook her head while placing the papers down. This was it. "I have made my judgment. Everyone is being let go without any penalty." Those words were heaven. Nothing's able to be proven or disproven. In a normal case, you all would be sent to the loony bin, but that house is filled with slime and there is a mutated person. One last thing. Sarah and Mary, you're going to have to relocate. Your house is being condemned. Case dismissed. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed hearing about the book, and I'll see you next time. I'm going to do chapter 2 and chapter 3. They're good ones. Hope you enjoyed this. This chapter was meant to kind of recap what happened last book, but while still developing the story of the new book. So I think I did that well too. I love the book. Thank you. Bye.